With summer ahead, we're all wondering if we'll soon be able to get back to normal. Back with us from ABC's GMA3, What You Need to Know. Please welcome Dr. Jennifer Ashton. Doc, good morning. Good to see you.
How are you? How are you?
Before we get to the breaking news, when will we be able to actually do what you were mimicking?
Well, when you're 2 weeks after your second dose, we could briefly hug, but we're giving a virtual hug.
So briefly hug. So no more of Ryan and me and our weird multi-minute embraces backstage.
Listen, the risk is low. By the way, I like the Clark Kent thing going on.
Thank you, yes.
It's nice, right?
Yeah, it's a nice spring.
I was watching old Supermans last night, so.
I thought.
All right. The breaking news with kids 12 to 15 getting the vaccine. Tell us what we need to know.
So just yesterday, the FDA gave emergency use authorization to the Pfizer vaccine for the 12 to 15-year-old age group. The CDC will be voting on it tomorrow. That means those shots could be going into kids' arms by the end of this week, making them fully vaccinated in time to go to summer camp, summer school, just have a more normal
So many parents are excited
summer.
about that.
I know. I know, right?
Relief.
Never underestimate the will of parents.
Yes.
Desperate.
There were some parents on that approval board, I'm assuming.
Yeah, exactly.
100%. That's right.
Is it same dose? Is it
same dose, 2 shots,
Okay.
did very, very well in the clinical trials. No significant safety concerns. Outperformed the adult population in terms of efficacy. That was 100% effective at preventing COVID-19.
Wow.
So it's a big deal.
What do you say to parents who are worried about giving the vaccine to kids?
I mean, first I say you're doing your job. It's appropriate to have questions and concerns and ask questions, but we have to go by the facts and not the fear. And clinical trials, in this age group, they're not taking any chances with adults, and they're certainly not taking any chances with kids. And vaccinations have such a strong safety track record in the pediatric population. It's essential to vaccinate kids, even though they're at low risk for severe COVID or death. We don't know about the long-term effects like post-COVID syndrome, how that could affect their heart, their brain, and they could infect someone else that could die. So a multitude of reasons, both my kids, who are not kids anymore.
I know.
They'll always be my babies, but they're vaccinated.
We are back with Dr. Jen Ashton. Dr. Fauci recently said that indoor mask restrictions will loosen up.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Well, first of all, I just spoke to Dr. Fauci. I've been in touch with him from the beginning of this pandemic.
What's he like off the
Yeah, we want to know.
Awesome.
I'm so glad you asked.
He texts with emojis.
He does?
Fun fact. The man is so busy.
I knew he used the
anyway,
sunglass emoji.
In talking to infectious disease specialists, epidemiologists, public health officials, and scientists in the world of aerosol science, how we know about how this virus behaves, we do know that indoor environments can be riskier amongst unvaccinated people than outdoor environments. But as we see vaccination rates go up and cases go down, we can expect to see those mask guidelines revise and loosen up, and yes, eventually even indoors. We're not there yet, but as more people get vaccinated, we can expect that. That is the carrot at the end of the stick. We have to be crystal clear. If people don't get vaccinated, they really won't be able to safely take their masks off.
What do you recommend, or how do you think about international travel? Gelman has friends in the Portuguese wine country that he's always bragging about, and he would like to see them.
Well, the first thing I would recommend, Gelman, you should travel with a physician, so I'm available.
Touché!
I'm vaccinated, and I volunteer for the job.
Do you also do psychology? Because that's normally who travels with him.
I mean, a little. I dabble in that. I know people who can help with that. But I think that we are seeing European countries say that if American travelers are fully vaccinated with proof of vaccination, they will be allowed into their country. And remember, it's a public health issue at stake. So smaller countries who rely on tourism are going to need to see proof of vaccination to protect not only the tourists, but their population as well.
Remind me, I've got a vaccine card case for you.
Oh.
Remind me.
I'll remind you in 5 minutes and 40 seconds.
I forgot to. I have to say things as they pop into my head.
I know.
Understood.
I just need a Post-it pad over here. Be sure to pick up a copy of Dr. Jen's book, The New Normal, A Roadmap to Resilience in the Pandemic Era, everywhere books are sold. Thank you for being here. Enjoy your trip with Michael. Portugal, here they come.